Hey there, welcome to this step-by-step guide on forming your LLC in Wisconsin. I'm excited to walk you through this process that could be a game changer for your business journey. So you're thinking about starting a business in Wisconsin, and you're wondering if an LLC is the right choice. Well, forming an LLC or limited liability company give you some pretty significant advantages that makes it really attractive for entrepreneurs. First and foremost, there's the personal liability protection. This is huge. It basically means that if your business ever faces legal trouble or debt issues, your personal assets like your home, car, and savings are typically protected. You can think of it as creating a legal wall between your personal finances and your business operations. Another big advantage is the tax flexibility. This flexibility, it really allows you to select the most beneficial tax structure for your specific situation. And honestly, this could potentially save you thousands of dollars each year. Now, Wisconsin offers some compelling benefits for your LLC formation that you might not find in other states. For starters, the filing fee is relatively affordable at just $130, which is actually lower than many other states. The ongoing compliance requirements are also pretty straightforward. You'll just need to file an annual report each year to keep your LLC in good standing. But here's the thing, Wisconsin has a business-friendly environment with a strong economy, particularly in manufacturing, agriculture, and healthcare. So if you're in one of these industries, you'll find yourself in good company. The state also offers various resources and support for small businesses, including access to funding opportunities and business development programs. I recommend using Northwest Registered Agent to handle your Wisconsin LLC formation, and you can actually find a discount link for them in the description and the pinned comment below. They make the whole process incredibly simple, and they'll help you ensure that you don't miss any important steps along the way. So how long does it take to form an LLC in Wisconsin? Well, if you file online, you can typically expect your LLC to be approved within 3 to 5 business days. However, if you choose to file by mail, the process might take around 5 to 7 business days after they receive your documents. Now, if you're in a hurry, Wisconsin does offer expedited processing for an additional fee, which can reduce the processing time to just 1 to 2 business days. Using a service like Northwest Registered Agent can actually help streamline this process. They'll handle all the paperwork for you and ensure everything is filed correctly the first time, which can help avoid any delays. Now let's look at how to get started with the actual formation process. Now that we understand why Wisconsin is such a great state for your business, let's dive into the actual steps of forming your LLC. First things first, you'll need to select a name for your Wisconsin LLC. And actually, this is more than just a creative exercise. There are some specific rules that you need to follow. Your LLC name must include the words Limited Liability Company or an abbreviation like LLC or L.L.C. at the end. Something that clearly identifies it as an LLC. Also, you can't use words that might confuse people about what your business does. So terms like bank, insurance, or university are typically restricted unless you have proper licensing. And of course, your name needs to be unique. It can't just be identical or too similar to another business already registered in Wisconsin. And you can check name availability by searching the Wisconsin Department of Financial Institutions database online. It's always a good idea to have a few backup names in mind, just in case your first choice is already taken. Next up, you'll need to appoint a registered agent. So what exactly is a registered agent? Well, this is basically a person or company that agrees to accept legal documents on behalf of your LLC. Think of them as your business's official point of contact with the state. Your registered agent must have a physical address in Wisconsin, not just a P.O. box, and be available during regular business hours. You can actually serve as your own registered agent if you want, but the thing is, your address will become public record. Plus, you need to be available at that address during business hours, which isn't always practical. Now, while you can certainly handle all of this paperwork yourself, the easiest way to form your LLC is to use a professional service. I personally recommend Northwest Registered Agent for this. They'll handle all the paperwork, serve as your registered agent, and make sure everything is filed correctly. And you know what? We've got a special discount link for them in the description and pinned comment below. With Northwest, you're looking at a streamlined process that takes the guesswork out of LLC formation. They'll check for name availability, prepare and file your articles of organization, and provide registered agent service for a full year. On the other hand, if you're looking for additional services like logo design and branding help, Taylor Brands is another excellent option. And yes, there's a discount link for them in the description as well. Using a service like Northwest Registered Agent or Taylor Brands not only saves you time, but also gives you peace of mind, knowing that there's professionals out there handling your LLC formation. The discount links we've provided in the description and pinned comment can save you money too. which is always a nice bonus when you're starting a business. Now let's talk about filing your articles of organization with the Wisconsin Department of Financial Institutions. This is the document that officially creates your LLC. You can file online through the WDFI website, which is actually the quickest method and takes just a few minutes to complete. The filing fee is $130, and you'll typically get approval within a few business days. If you're not comfortable doing this yourself, Taylor Brands can handle the entire process for you. So, an operating agreement isn't legally required in Wisconsin, but trust me, it's incredibly important. This document basically outlines how your LLC will function, covering things like ownership percentages, voting rights, and how profits will be distributed. Think of it as the rule book for your business. Without one, you'll default to Wisconsin state laws if disputes arise, which might not align with what you actually want. I've seen businesses run into serious problems down the road because they skipped this step, so don't make that mistake. Next up, you'll need to get an employer identification number, or EIN. This is basically a social security number for your business. The good news, it's completely free through the IRS website. It takes about 15 minutes. You'll need this number to open a business bank account, file taxes, and hire employees. And remember, even if you're a single member LLC with no employees, you should still get an EIN to keep your personal and business finances separate. Now, depending on your industry, you might need specific licenses or permits to operate legally in Wisconsin. The requirements vary widely based on what you do, so it's worth checking with both state and local authorities. For instance, restaurants need health permits, while contractors need specialized licenses. And honestly, this is another area where Taylor Brands can really help you out by identifying exactly what you need. Their discount link is in the description below. Now, I've seen people make some pretty avoidable mistakes forming their Wisconsin LLCs. First, don't mix personal and business finances. This can pierce your liability protection. Second, many folks forget to file their annual report with the state, which can result in your LLC being administratively dissolved. And third, choosing the wrong tax classification can cost you thousands. So take your time with these decisions. And there you have it. You're now ready to launch your Wisconsin LLC. Remember, after formation, you'll want to open a business bank account, set up proper bookkeeping, and consider business insurance. The journey of entrepreneurship is exciting, and forming your LLC is just the beginning. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more business tips. And of course, if you want the easiest path forward, check out Taylor Brands using our discount link below. Good luck with your new business venture.